Afternoon, everyone. Well, it's afternoon here. Today we're going to try and take apart these one of these GPS units. So I don't know whether you remember, but these came out of vehicles that were tracked. They're basically used to keep an eye on what the truck's doing. It can also be used for, like, if a customer rings up and wants to know how far away their delivery is, you can go on a computer, go onto the website, put in the numbers for the truck, and you can figure out exactly where the truck is at that stage. So we're going to try and pull these apart. Very, very, very tiny little screws just here, which I'm using mobile phone screwdrivers for. So there's 4 screws on this end and 4 screws on that end, and we'll pull those off and see what we get. Obviously you can see on here also that is the GPS antenna on top there, and that on the side is the mobile phone antenna. So we'll pull that off and see what we find. I like to change tactics a little bit. Some of these ends, which is the bottom of the GPS unit, the screws, I didn't have anything that would fit. So I found one that I could undo totally. So you undo all the screws and that all slides straight out. So we can see all our connectors there, here and here. And I'm assuming that might be a battery. I'm not quite sure. Well, my hands are all in the way. And that's the board that's inside. But I'll clip a few wires off, pull a few connectors out, and I'll take the cover off that and we'll see what's in there. Alright, back in a minute. So here we have, I'll get back a bit. That is the insides of a micro lithium battery. That's one half of it. There's the other half. They were sort of scrunched together. Wow, there, who knew? Smells unusual, probably high, but yeah, it's a micro, it's called a Vata micro lithium battery. And I'll actually put a picture up now of what they actually look like. Yeah, that's really unusual. And we've got, say, that the shred, which is only this, that little bit of piece there and that piece there. Now we've got the wires here as well, which need to be clipped off. The actual GPS antenna itself, I tried to get into that and I can't. So that might be a hammer job. But yeah, I've tried to get into it and I can't. Now the board is interesting. I'll spin around here. Hopefully you can get a good look at it. The board is interesting. You've got your connectors here, and if that focuses, no, it's not going to. Come on, you mongrel of a thing. Look, it won't. Sorry. There we go. That sort of does. They're silver. The connectors up here on these, they're silver connectors, and that there is unusual because it looks like it says SIM. And if I can only focus in on it, that looks a bit better. But up the top there, it's, yeah, it almost like it's for the SIM card, but, and if you see there's a few little IC chips This is not focusing really well, sorry. And there's a little bit of gold around there, but not much. But on the back here, there's the actual, that there is your receptor for your SIM card, and some decent IC chips on there as well. I'm not quite sure what they are, just here. Looks like a little bit of gold flashing, doesn't it? But yeah, that's a decent IC chip in the centre there, only small. But yeah, not much to them, but this is only going to be a quick video anyway. But yeah, I find that interesting. So I've got 6 of those to pull apart, and that should be at least a medium grade board, I'd say. By the looks of the back, those chips on the back, that it might even go for a high grade, depending on what they are. I have to research a bit more. But anyway, it's an interesting little pull apart. Quite like that. And I've also pulled apart one of those flow meters. You probably have to watch the video a couple back where my contact gave me the GPS units and these flow meters, and these flow meters were used to keep track of water being distributed out of tanks on the truck, or you could use it for diesel or any sort of diesel, petrol, whatever's being delivered by the truck and then distributed. So they're plastic, so that'll be recycled. So this is the board. I'll just swing around here and show you that. This is rather interesting. It's a plain green board, but if you see there, oh, it's not going to focus for me. Come on. No, these two here have counters on them. So that's what actually there. Oh, yep, there we go. You can see now they have counters on them. So that's what. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but that's the counters for the amount of litres, I would imagine, here in Australia that is delivered. There's one IC chip there. I don't know what that is there. Yeah. A few capacitors, your LED light, and I assume that would be a 12-volt battery. So that's a pretty, well, there you go, J-car. I didn't even see that. I wasn't watching. Yeah, it's got timers and, yeah. Anyway, that's about it. Alright people, so that was it. Yeah, just a little short one. Interesting with the GPS. I've never pulled one apart. I don't know what I'm talking about. Someone might be able to go on there and say, oh yeah, that's that, that's that. The GPS has got some good little flat packs in it, and the Flowmeter was interesting because it's actually got counters inside it. Very, very tiny ones, but counters. But anyway, yeah. The board out of the GPS will probably be a high grade board, and I would believe that the one out of the Flowmeter would be a low grade. But anyway, yeah, something to keep me occupied. Alright peoples, just want to do a shout out to my friends Kathy and Carl, who have now started up a channel, and it's called Moonshine Inspirations, and she does craft work on there, and also the sales that they do, like their gothic skulls, all sorts of stuff. Like I've made a video where I did an interview with them, and yeah, she started up her own channel, so it's got about 4 subscribers, so she's into the painting. So she's been doing painting. She's got one video up there of her painting. I think she's only got 2 videos, but yeah, go and check her out if you like it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright peoples, that's all from the Fat Bastard.